Fortnite officially launched just over 3 years ago, and it's safe to say that there's a few things you probably didn't know about it. But a few is lightweight numbers. Today, Top 5 Gaming presents 100 facts you didn't know about Fortnite. While we're on the subject of free-to-play games, huge thank you to Monster Legends for sponsoring this video. For a mobile game, they're really taking it to the next level by letting you collect hundreds of different monsters, which is available on both iOS and Android. Not only can you breed monsters to raise as your own little monster babies, but you can also use them in incredibly cool PvP modes. Seriously, there are special dungeons and an incredibly cool adventure map that you can take them to test how strong they are. Maybe little Timmy over there is talking trash and thinks just because he has the insanely rare laser beam monster that he's better than you. Not today, Timmy, because you can even battle against your real friends and put those little monster babies to the test. And if that ain't enough for you, don't miss out on the crazy events every week. I mean, I'd recommend downloading it ASAP, as you don't want to miss the 50,000 food, 300,000 gold, and the Thundernix monster by clicking the top link of the description. In-game, all of this stuff is worth $18, but they wanted to hook it up for all the Top 5 Gaming fans, so it's free for you right now. But anyways, on to 100 facts you didn't know about Fortnite. If you're a fan of the OG map, don't fret, because a standalone developer is working on an OG version of Fortnite with the original map. Awesome. But speaking of fan editions, Epic Games only added the ability to thank the bus driver after a petition got a ton of signatures. Whoever said that Epic doesn't listen? Well, that's not to say all their ideas are good though. Fortnite actually wasn't the original name for the game. In fact, Epic Games' working title for Fortnite was Vendor Tech Save the World. Thankfully, they changed that though. Something Epic isn't allowed to change, however, is Salty Springs. They can't remove the POI until 2023 because it would break the metaverse. Epic is very dedicated, which is why when Epic began its lawsuit with Apple and had Fortnite removed from the App Store, it lost 116 million accounts. This means Apple vs. Epic led to their player base being cut by almost a third. Yikes. A cool Easter egg on Chapter 2's map is that the center island, where the agency and authority stood, is the exact same shape as the entire Chapter 1 map. This was intentional, but rocket riding was not. It was a glitch that players discovered a few years back, but Epic loved it so much that they decided to keep it. It's not the only thing they decided to keep. Over on the Fortnite subreddit, the moderators are notoriously strict and banned the word cube for some reason back in Chapter 1. So this led to everyone calling him Kevin instead, and since then Kevin has been his official name. But speaking of Reddit, the reason that you could zoom in and out of your map in Fortnite isn't because Epic used their brains, but instead listen to a Reddit suggestion from someone. Us players aren't that smart though, because Eric Williamson from Epic still claims there are Easter eggs in Fortnite that no one has found yet, so keep looking. And you gotta be surprised we haven't found the Easter eggs yet, considering how many of us there are. Did you know that the Travis Scott event had a total of 27.7 million players and was viewed over 45 million times? Yeah, I think we need another concert. Speaking of Travis, his astronaut skin is actually based off the inflatable astronaut at his Astroworld tour shows. The more you know. If you think the Infinity Blade and Zapatron were bad, then you might not know about the Eye of the Storm Tracker. This thing was the fastest item vaulted in history, being in the game for just 30 minutes and never returning. It came back as the Storm Scout sniper rifle, but even that was vaulted and has yet to return. But moving to Apex Legends, interestingly, the supporter creator code that YouTubers and creators get got a 4 times boost the same time Apex Legends released. Yeah, it looks like Epic was really worried about that game. But did you know that Epic also borrowed the idea of the reboot van from Apex Legends? And they also stole the pinging system too, but Apex was too good not to borrow. Apex wasn't the first to everything though, as Fortnite has actually been around since 2011, before Battle Royale even existed. And speaking of time, over 10 million years of Fortnite have been played. This is more time than the humans have existed on Earth. This is paired with the fact that there are over 350 million Fortnite accounts. And this means Fortnite has more users than Netflix. It goes further, with Epic rifting real items onto Earth a few years ago to mark the beginning of the metaverse. It's just a big part of their plan, and they actually work seasons in advance, so they're probably planning Chapter 2 Season 10 as we speak. The metaverse is bigger than you think, with Palpatine's line in the Star Wars event being canon in the films. However, you could only hear it in Fortnite. So yeah, Star Wars and Fortnite, same canon. Proof the seasons are planned in advance is the fact that Chapter 2 parallels Chapter 1. If you look at it, Season 4 are both hero themed. Pretty cool. The skins have some hidden lore too. Tomato Head was actually created by a fan. While we're talking about skins, Ludwig's clock back bling also tells you the real time in game. Meanwhile, the Olim back bling shows you your kills in real time. And the Rocket back bling looks at you in disappointment when you dance. But like the Tomato Head, the Haunted Hills POI was actually designed by a fan. Speaking of haunted, Fortnite was actually designed to be a horror game, but Epic found it a little too depressing and changed it to cartoony instead. For that cartoon art style, Epic used Looney Tunes, Pixar, and Tim Burton as inspiration. No wonder it looks so good. And on the topic of inspiration, the Tender Defender skin was designed by a little kid on Reddit, and Epic added it to Fortnite as a surprise for him. Epic also buffed Slurp Juices because of a Reddit suggestion. Reddit also gave us locker presets and the emote wheel. The Orange Justice Kid and his emote was from a dance challenge. The Groove Jam emote is from Napoleon Dynamite, and the Golf Clap emote is from Men at Work. Other films reference are Ferris Bueller's Day Off car at Holly Hedges, My Name is Jeff from 21 Jump Street on the paper glider, 1966 Batman in an achievement, and A Clockwork Orange in the Getaway LTM. Even in the original Pleasant Park, you can find pictures on the wall of Epic's Unreal Tournament. You could even find a Jazz Jackrabbit poster, which is a character from their old games. The Infinity Blade is also from one of Epic's old games. I'm not surprised we have a Marvel season though. Fortnite made more money in April 2018 than Infinity War made on its opening weekend in the same month. But this season wasn't the only Marvel crossover. We had one with Thanos for both Infinity War and Endgame. And like in Endgame, Captain America is actually the only person who could wield Thor's hammer in Fortnite. Speaking of crossovers, John Wick has been in the game for ages as a bootleg skin and then finally got an official crossover just a few years later. But Epic's not all fun and games. It's actually sued people for cheating in Fortnite, even 14-year-olds. But moving on, there have been some cool minigames in Fortnite, from the Konami Code minigame during the end event to the 8-bit skiing game on Deadpool's computer. It's all there. They even added a jump scare prank from Fortnite Mares last year, where a zombie could jump out of a dumpster and scare you. Epic also pranked us during April Fools, where they gave everyone super jump with boogie bombs and impulses. It was hilarious. Now let's go over to Fortnite China, which is completely different to regular Fortnite. Some skins are banned or changed, and there's even a storm shield bar instead of health. It also has time limits and lets you leave the game early if you have the most kills. If you're a pro though, you might have used the visual audio feature every so often. Well, this was added for people with hearing impairments and ended up being useful to everyone. Something that never got into Fortnite, however, was a cancelled It crossover that had teasers, but it never came to fruition. You could say it was like an Easter egg, but there were leaked skins for it too. But an actual Easter egg is one at Steamy Stacks, where you can find a pink donut referencing Homer Simpson. On the topic of Easter eggs, Truckosaurus is another Simpsons reference, but it could also be a nod to Transformers like Optimus Prime. What do you guys think? There's even a nod to Jurassic Park in the Rex loading screen, a Stranger Things reference in Mega Mall, and the entire game is based on a Japanese film named Battle Royale, same with PUBG. If we're talking about roots though, Fortnite was obviously named after a fortnight, which is 2 weeks. The reason it's called this is because the hardest mission in Save the World lasts 2 weeks, hence the name. Because of being similar to PUBG, the devs tried to sue Epic over Fortnite, but changed their mind last minute. Epic not only owns the engine PUBG is made on, but there are some people who make Gears of War, Bulletstorm, and Paragon. No wonder Bluehole changed its mind. Epic clearly isn't that scary though, considering they allowed 2 cheaters to qualify again for the World Cup Finals. This is the same World Cup that had the largest prize pool in the history of esports. And you only have to be 13 to compete in these competitions, with most other games requiring you to be at least 16 or 18. Fortnite has also had more celebrity influence than any other game on the planet, like with Drake, Marshmello, Travis Scott, and more. In fact, it broke the record for most videos uploaded for a single game in 1 month on YouTube. It was also the first free-to-play game to be on every single platform in the industry. It's not worldwide yet, however. Epic has recently launched Middle East servers and is working hard on Fortnite India. The celebrity pool has worked a lot for Fortnite, with Marshmello giving the first ever concert a few years back, and the screen at Risky Reels has provided us stuff before, with a Wreck-It Ralph Easter egg and a punked screening. It used to be replaced by a POI called The Block, where we get a community-made POI every week. Now, we have the Creative Hub instead. But did you know that you could also use to drown in Fortnite? You used to be able to reload while being scoped in with a sniper too, but now that's gone. Also, when you place a brick wall, there's a random chance of a gnome appearing. No one knows why. It's still in the game, unlike the OG map. The island was changed because it didn't meet Epic's requirements for plans like swimming, fishing, and large events, and that's why there's a second map. It's gone, along with over 100 weapons and items that have been vaulted over the years. But nothing is ever actually vaulted. Even the most broken items have returned in the past. And speaking of returning, Fortnite is unavailable on iPhones right now, but you could still play Season 3. When it was removed from the App Store, Epic released a parody of Apple's famous 1984 TV ad as a jab to the company. But they aren't always the ones suing people. Epic has been sued many times by people claiming they stole their dance. At least they added some things with permission, like the Icon series, which was finally revealed last year. Things we're still waiting for, though, are Save the World's release, considering it was actually meant to be free to play in both 2018 and 2019. However, now they have discontinued updates for the mode to focus on Battle Royale. Epic, though, aren't exactly trustworthy. I mean, they once said that they never add vehicles, and we've had 12 since. It feels like an entirely different game with vehicles, and so did an old test mode early in Fortnite that had absolutely no bloom. It was never tested further, by the way. 10 facts left. Did you know that Muselk once accidentally killed a friendly random in Fortnite, and Epic actually added a gravestone in their honor? There's also a Fortnite version of Monopoly. It's out there, you could buy it. If you want an even cooler fact, just look at the minigun. When you pull it out, it unfolds like a briefcase. Also, the helicarrier is a 1-to-1 replica from the films for all you Marvel fanatics out there. There also used to be a bug with the Star Wand pickaxe that did ridiculous damage. These facts might not be very useful, or are they? Because Fortnite was once featured on a final exam because the student and teacher had a bet, and guess what? The student won. If you remember Season X, you'll probably know it was the lowest point in Fortnite's history. People were very unhappy with mechs. Recently though, you may have spotted Midas is based on King Midas of Greek mythology. Midas is voiced by Matt Mercer, the voice of McCree from Overwatch, and John Jones is voiced by Troy Baker, who also voices Joel from The Last of Us. And the final fact, Battle Royale was actually supposed to just be a side mode to save the world, and it was created by a small team of like 5 or 10 people. And that's 100 facts you didn't know about Fortnite. Once again, make sure you check out Monster Legends by clicking the top link in the description. It's limited time to get the 50,000 food, 300,000 gold, and the incredibly rare monster that they're offering, so who knows, maybe just download it and check it out during the next time you have other responsibilities you're trying to avoid. But anyways, click on screen right now to check out our next video. This has been Tommy, and you're watching Top 5 Gaming.